Get into the
Good morning, you guys. Today is day 2. It's day 2 of my juicing cleanse, my 10-day cleanse, and it is 9:30 this morning. I haven't eaten since like 6 or 7 maybe p.m. and I'm not starving, but I am going to eat because I learned from the last time I was dieting that I don't want to reach the bottom of my stomach. I don't want to get to the point where I'm so hungry, I'm having hunger pains, and that I get to the bottom of that stomach where now I don't really have all the self-control that I want to have when it comes to food intake. To be honest with you, when I mentioned it earlier that I was on the keto diet and they had us using a food scale, like of how hungry are you, how satisfied, like 0 being your stomach is touching your back and you can't live, right? And then 10, it was 0 to 10 or 1 to 10 or something. And then the 10 was like, you're about to vomit because you're overly full and disgusting. So they wanted you to stay in, I think, the 4, 5, 6 range to never get so hungry. And by me even thinking of my hunger on a food scale, it helped me realize like the reason I would start binge eating was because I was letting my stomach get all the way down to 0. I was so empty inside that I couldn't wait to cook something. I had to pull up to the nearest drive-through. I had to get everything on the menu. Those were the times I was doing that, is when I would let my hunger get to 0. So my hunger is not at a 0 right now, to my surprise. It's kind of at like a 3. I'm hungry, but I'm not feeling like I'm like death is upon me. You feel what I'm saying? So this morning I've got parsley, 2 carrots, and 2 apples. That's what I've got. Let's see if I can show it to you like this. I've got this right here. This is what I'm going to put into my juicer. I washed my carrots specifically with vinegar and water this morning. I let them soak for a little while because they're dirty. They grow in the ground. So I'm going to I'll see if I can show you my juicer. This is what it looks like. Let's just turn it this way. So this is my juicer. It's a pretty basic juicer. The most difficult part of juicing is the cleanup afterwards, to be honest, but I'm lucky to have a dishwasher. A lot of people don't. Sometimes, especially now during this cleanse, I find myself just washing it by hand. But if I'm juicing once here and there a day, then I would use the dishwasher. So this is the compartment that catches the juice. This is the compartment that catches the pulp. And everything that I chopped has to fit into this little shape right here. And then it comes with, don't ask me what this shit is called, but a little pusher to push things down. Okay? Because that shit is loud. All right. So day 2, we've got parsley, apples, and carrots. Okay? I've got my slow jams playing as well. Turn it on. It is pretty loud. If you have sleeping babies, this is not for you. Originally, I juiced 2 carrots, 2 apples, and like a bushel of parsley, and it made this much juice. So since I'm juicing, I'm probably going to try to fill this jar up. So I'm going to add a few more things. I also like to add ice to my juices because it just makes it go down smoother. It doesn't make it feel so like lukewarm. But yeah, this is what came out of there. And so I'm probably going to add like maybe some kale and cucumber, and I think that will fill the cup up. I will also say that maybe I'm just being extra into myself, but I do feel like I see some like little pimples coming up on my face, which is also could be a part of the detoxing of like any bad things like coming out that are in here. I'm having like a little bit of like little zits or whatever, you know, to be honest. Like I think it might be connected to this, or maybe I'm just zitty, I don't know. But I think it's the detoxing. For dinner last night, what did I have? Ooh, I did the apples, beets, and carrots. Whew, those beets will run through you. Do not play with them beets, especially if you have somewhere to be. Woo, because those beets will run right through you and tear that ass up. I'm not gonna lie, not gonna get into the details of it, but the beets are like the gut cleanser, okay? I specifically chose to take beets after my surgery, to juice beets specifically, because those narcotics will cause you constipation, and I already knew from my last surgery I did not want to play that game again. So I was juicing beets and I did not have constipation after the surgery, so that was great. Okay, so I showed you earlier my, I think it was carrots, parsley, and apple, but it wasn't enough for a full meal. I'm learning how much is it that I really need to make. I think the greens, having heavy greens, whether it's heavy spinach in there, heavy kale in there, that's what really fills up the cup to get me to the point that I really would want to have. So right now, this is my finished product. Originally there was only this much. I put hella spinach in here, and okay, don't laugh at me, but I'm just trying to use what I have. I had a spring mix in the refrigerator. I had a spring mix that I didn't want it to wilt, but because I can't eat my greens right now, I'm juicing them. I decided I'm not just gonna let this go to waste. So I added spinach, and then I added my, let's see, my spring mix to it. Red and green leaf lettuces, cabbages, beet greens, and chard. So let's see what this tastes like. Because I've never drank something like that. I've only ever eaten it, but I'm trying to do what I need to do for sustenance. And my motto for right now that I'm probably going to tell myself every day of this fast is, I want to eat to live, not live to eat. I don't want to be a slave to my food. I don't want to be a slave to the drive-through or buttered and greasy whatever. I don't want that. So I'm hoping I can find myself a little bit here when it comes to willpower and discipline, because this is a start. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to stay on the juicing, only juice for forever, but it is, I can feel this becoming a permanent part of my lifestyle, and doing these whenever I need to, whenever it becomes too much or I need that reboot. I'll definitely come to this again, because here's day 2. It's 10 o'clock and I'm actually feeling good. I'm still not on E, on 0 in my stomach. So let's give this a taste. It doesn't look good, but I promise you. All right, let's see. It's actually really good, and I won't have any problem drinking this. I was thinking that spring mix was gonna make me have to hold my nose through this bitch, but it didn't happen. It's actually really good. And all it is fruits and vegetables. So